everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am packing to go on vacation / work for about 4 or 5 days. So I do have to pack my makeup obviously, so I thought I would show y'all what I take when I travel during the summer. Now this is most of the time the exact same stuff that I take with to travel all times of the year, but I'm not going to bring as much this time because I'm going to be outside on the beach. I'm not going to really be doing a full face of makeup, but this is also what I've been wearing to work. I work out in the heat. When I'm inside, even the air conditioning doesn't. I really have a good grip on my foundation routine, my makeup, everything that's going on right now for summer. For those of you who live in hot, humid, disgusting climates like good old Texas. So I'm pretty much just going to show you everything that I'm packing, and I'm also going to put my makeup on at the same time. So just for the sake of this video, and I didn't have a shower this morning, I'm going to use the Rich Cucumber makeup cleansing tissues just to clean my face. They're good for cleaning a clean face, but when you're actually trying to go in and take off makeup, they really don't work that well. So I'm going to be putting all of my makeup into this little bag from Vegan Cuts. It is a subscription box that I do get. Vegan Cuts, it's a vegan, cruelty-free brand, kind of like Good Being, but they are obviously all vegan. Every single product that they use is not only good for you, it's good for the animals, and it's good for the environment. So we've got this cute little baggie here. It's actually massive, so this is what I'm going to be putting all my goodies in. Who texted me? What? I ran out of the Elizabeth Ardell or Ardor, whatever moisturizer I've been using, I ran out of. So I'm just going to go back to my Mary Kay Hydrate. This is step 1, and I'm just going to hydrate my skin. This a little bit of this goes a very long way. Right now I am quite dry. I'm breaking out pretty bad right now. So my acne medication is really drying out my face, especially by my mouth. I have those dry cracks right there. And my eyeballs, just pretty much everything is dry. I kind of like using moisturizers that don't dry down instantly, but I mean, they get the job done pretty quick. This one moisturizes extremely well, but it takes a while to dry down, and sometimes when you wake up at 8:30 for work and you're supposed to be leaving at 8:30, you don't have time to wait on things like this to dry. So one thing I am bringing with me, but I'm not going to put on my face because I am working inside today, is the Tarte Guard Sunscreen SPF 30. Y'all have seen me use this before. I believe I got this in my March glossy box, and it is a great sunscreen. It's very lightweight, dries down quickly. It doesn't really have a scent to it, but it doesn't smell like sunscreen, so I really do enjoy putting it on my face. So whenever I do wear this, I will put on my moisturizer, I'll put on my sunscreen, and then I'll put on whatever foundation or whatever I'm wearing for the day. But since I'm working inside and this is an expensive little piece of product, I'm not gonna wear it today. So on days like this, I don't go in with a full face of primer, but I still do have pores. So I'm just going to take my Milk Blur Stick, and we're just going to put this on my nose. That's kind of the only place that I really need primer anyway. But whenever I don't wear it, I can see a massive difference, especially when I start sweating. So I pretty much use this every single day, even if I'm just going out to the pool with no makeup on. And I'm kind of torn right now. I have 2 really good foundations that work really well. They're both drugstore. So we have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is $5, and then the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. This is probably about $5 or $6, and I lost the cap somewhere. I found that the Rimmel Stay Matte, it does not make me oily. The Wet n Wild one makes me oily throughout the day. This one lasts through heat, lasts through sweat, it lasts through everything. The downfall is it is thick. It is extremely thick, but the good thing about that is a little goes a super long way. So I think I'm going to bring both of these with me, but I think I'm just going to put the Rimmel Stay Matte on my face. But like I said, since I am breaking out, I am going to color correct a little bit. So I'm going to take my MAC Ochre paint pot, and then we're going to take my Morphe M173 brush. I'm just going to pop a little on here. Let's find a mirror. And what I do with this, I just pop it on to the pimples that I have. Like, I don't really know why I have a lot right now. I think it's because I was lazy and didn't go pick up my birth control for 3 weeks. So that, you know, that may have something to do with it. And I don't rub it in right automatically. I just put my foundation on top of it. I find that that kind of works, it works fine. So I am going to bring that with me. So the one thing that I don't like about the Rimmel foundation is whenever I put concealer on top of it, it starts to cake up really bad. And I think my under eye circles are a little bit dark today. So we're going to go in with my Naked Skin Concealer, and we're just going to put a little bit underneath. I do use the color that I use to actually highlight. So yes, I'm pretty much highlighting before I put my foundation on, which some people may not agree with, but you know, makeup is you. It's all about what you want to do. It's your face. It doesn't really matter what I do to my face as long as you're happy with what you do to your face. It's all good. I just find that it helps cover up all of my discoloration a little bit better. So like I said, this foundation is extremely thick, and I do like using a Real Techniques sponge better than just a regular beauty blender. I know this isn't an actual beauty blender, but ones that are just flat like this, I like using ones that have this slant here because that's how I like to apply my foundation. So literally, I'm just gonna put a dot on here. And this stuff covers everything. And so the reason I know that this works so well, obviously besides the fact that I've been wearing it for a while, y'all know that my forehead is my trouble spot. It's my trouble area. I lose a lot of foundation up there. It gets patchy. I can't use brushes on my forehead. When foundation sticks up here and doesn't cake or anything, I know it's a good foundation. So I do have to add on a lot of foundation up here, but with just that little dot, I have my whole entire forehead covered. All my acne, there's no dry spots, nothing's caking off. So even though it is very thick, I really enjoy it, and it's probably one that I'll be able to use all year round. The fact that I can use it in the summer, and it is thick and I can feel it on my face. It's not one of those ones where it's just like completely lightweight and you can't feel it. You can feel it, but it doesn't, when you get home from a long day at work out in the heat, you don't feel gross, you don't feel cakey. So that's another reason I like it, is sometimes I forget that I even have it on. We're going to bake. I have been using two powders right now, the Coty Airspun to bake and then the Laura Mercier all over my face. I normally do use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, this one right here, but I have just found that this is a really good combination, especially in this hot Texas weather right now. The baking really helps keep my foundation locked in. Sometimes I do go a little overboard, but all you have to do is spray some setting spray on it. And I do like to bake with my beauty blender. I find that you're not having to use as many brushes, so that's travel friendly, and I think that it packs on a lot more product than just using a brush does. That's just personal preference. And then I also do bake above my eyebrows. This is one spot that I do lose a lot of powder and foundation. I'm not really sure why, but it's one of the places that I cake quite often. We're just going to take a Morphe G36 brush. This is from the Gunmetal collection. It's just a powder brush. We're going to pick up some of that Laura Mercier powder, and we're just going to rub all over the face. And we're also going to blend out that bake. Sometimes I'll leave it on there for a long time. Sometimes I'll just leave it on there for a minute or two. It kind of just depends on my mood that day. I do find that if I do leave it on there for a long time, the Coty Airspun will adhere to the color of my skin, and it soaks up a ton of oil. But since, like I said, I am working inside today, that's not really something I'm too worried about. When I'm going to be outside tomorrow through Saturday, I will definitely be baking this whole entire face. I will not be setting anything. I will be sticking my head into that powder and baking. So now we're going to do a little bit of bronzing. I misplaced my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's in my work purse, and I'm low-key just too lazy to go and get it. I have really been loving this combo that I've been doing. This is the Smashbox Contour Palette. It used to have the highlighting shade here. Fell out, but I just like to go in and mix these two colors. And we're just gonna put it right here. I find that it has a very nice color to it. It's not too harsh, it's not too light, but it does give me a really nice color. And then when I look in the mirror, it doesn't look like, oh my god, she contoured her face, she went overboard. It's a very like light and natural combination. It does not matter if I'm inside, outside, it does not matter. Unless I woke up late, I always have a good highlighter on. So I want to go with something that's very lightweight. Obviously, I am putting a lot of makeup on my face, but to me, it's still very lightweight compared to like days when you would be going out, going partying, things like that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Lancome Glowly Subtle and Glowing Lights. I'm going to take this little brush from Morphe, and we are just going to pack a little bit of this onto our cheekbones. And I don't really have a preference for like a summer highlighter. I think highlighter is great no matter what time of year it is. Obviously in the summer you can use ones that are a little bit darker. Okay, so I really want to bring the Artist Couture one, but it's a loose powder. And then I really want to bring the Wet n Wild Golden Bar, but that one's broken because I really want something that's really bright. So we're going to pick up Frizz Rodeo Drive highlighter, and we are just going to... That is literally with 2 swipes. This stuff is so stinking intense. I love it. I love it all. So for eyeshadow, I'm only going to bring one eyeshadow palette. It's going to be my little Z palette that has all of my Makeup Geek shadows in it. We have a little setting powder here, 2 shimmers, and then a dark bronze, and then we also have a blush that I don't use, but I do use it for my eyes. And one travel tip that I do have is whenever you're traveling, I like to use my bronzers as a good transition shade because you already have it there. It pretty much acts as the exact same color. I think it's a great way to bring less product but still have the same face, eye, everything that you're always going to be doing. So I'm just going to tap into this bronzer shade right here. I'm going to take it on a Morphe 205 tapered blending brush, and we're just going to use this as our transition shade. I don't wear a lot of eye makeup during the summer because it's so incredibly hot here in Texas. A lot of times I will just go in with a ColourPop Super Shock shadow and I won't even put a transition shade down and I will just call it a day. But since we will be going out this weekend, I do need to try a little bit with how I look. You know, this may be the weekend that I find a boyfriend. You never know. So for shimmer shades, I honestly just like to go in with my finger. I find that it works best. It's one less brush that you have to bring, so I'm just going to mix those 2 Makeup Geek shimmer shades and I'm going to pop that onto my lid. And then I'm going to take a Lexi 237. This is a very small blending brush, but I do like to bring a couple blending brushes with me when I am on vacation, just because you honestly never know what kind of look you're going to go for, and I'm just going to blend that shimmer out into our crease shade. And we do need to do a little bit of inner corner highlight, so let's pick up the right brush first off. To take a Morphe E36 brush and go back in with that Ofra highlight, and we're going to pick up just the smallest amount and we're going to pop this into our inner corner. So the mascara that I have been using a lot and everybody has been using is the L'Oreal Voluminous Paradise Mascara. This weekend I will be by the water, so I am going to wear waterproof mascara. I'm going to bring the Emotional Loud Icona Milano Waterproof Mascara here. And then I'm not going to put eyeliner on today, but I know I will when I go out. So I'm going to take my trusty Starlux Pro Luxie eyeliner pen. Okay, we just have a couple more steps. Obviously, unfortunately, we do have to do the eyebrows. Even though I hate doing eyebrows, we're going to go in with the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and we're going to set it with the Pacifica Stunning Brows Eyebrow Gel. And I'm hoping we don't run out of time. I tried to schedule an eyebrow appointment before we left because these eyebrows need so much help and I didn't get one in, and I can almost guarantee you this is the weekend that I'm gonna meet a boy, because anytime I meet a boy, my eyebrows never look good. Not that they care, well, most of them don't care. And we are just going to finish off this look with the trusty CoverGirl lip gloss in Colorlicious. Y'all have seen me use this 112 times. It is my go-to color. And I find that it makes my looks look bigger too. Oh my god, my left eyebrow, Well, I'm gonna have to fix this left eyebrow off camera because we're about to die and I know y'all don't care about that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This is my bag of goodies that I am traveling with. It looks like a lot, but really it's not a lot compared to everything that I have, but they are essential. And I try to do my best by bringing items that can be used for multiple things like beauty blenders, foundation, concealer, powder. My contour palette can use as for the face and for the eyes. So I try to incorporate things that I can use for multiple different things so I don't have to bring literally every single thing that I own. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe before you leave because here in the next couple weeks I'm holding a massive back to school giveaway and I know y'all don't want to miss out on that. Leave any comments of videos you want to see down below in the comment section, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.